Hey, welcome everyone. Victor here with SociSnap, and in this exclusive interview, we're going to be talking about affiliate funnel examples, affiliate funnel builders, and what they can do for you and your business. I'm joined by Ryan, who is the creator of the Affiliate Funnel Clones 2.0 product, which will show you how to build affiliate funnel clones.
Our big two things is one, collecting lists, right? Having lists of data, segmenting lists of data. We went into, oh my gosh, a 2 hour conversation about that one evening with you. And then the second thing, once we have our lists, we love to sell those lists. And really, we're not just selling them, right? That sounds kind of sleazy. We're servicing them, right? Because really, when it comes down to it, people want to be serviced, right? I'm a huge consumer, right? Oh my gosh, we spent about $100,000 on home electronics and home media, and because I'm into that type of stuff, right? So the funny thing is people are always into something. So with their AFC software, it allows you to build specific lists and then find affiliate products that match whatever that something is that they're into. It allows you to go ahead and match that list with an affiliate product to then make money in turn. And like you said, we did this actually at 2 workshops, myself and Alan. Funny thing, it was actually dozens of workshops in total, but Alan and I partnered up in about 2017 to get this ball rolling. In 2018 and 2019 was when we did these workshops, and it was amazing. We went ahead and did some really cool things by just doing 2 things: building a list and servicing that list to refer products to. And that was really powerful, really cool, because we had, for one example, that one gentleman named Nick Harper. He never made sales ever online, right? He's been struggling for multiple years. He went to bed that evening, woke up the next morning, and within 2 hours, he had his first 3-figure day. Now, you're thinking, okay, 3 figures, what's the big deal, right? But before you have the $1,000 day, the $10,000 day, the $100,000 day, you got to start off with the first $100 day, right? So it was actually 300 and change is what he had, which was huge for him and a lot of people to get the ball rolling and to get things started. Fun fact: now someone that attended that same exact event, her name is 𝘿𝙞𝙜𝙖𝙡. She went ahead and she is doing consistently $300 to $400 every single day with this exact method. So it shows you the power of this. And these are people that were, for the lack of better terms, newbies, completely new people. And the cool part is you'll see in the training, right? It's 2 things. So first thing is the tool, which allows you to utilize our software. And I'm not the brains behind it. We have programmers and people way smarter than I am. We'd be really in trouble if it was up to me. But we have, some smart people behind the scenes that are making everything work, right? The ones and zeros, the X's and O's, to allow you to build your list and then to segment them and to then go ahead and sell those people and service those people products that they're wanting and even needing. So we have a wide variety of products. Actually, we'll be partnering up with you, Victor, in the 2021 season on putting some of your products in the back office. So the fun part and where we're different at is people say, oh yeah, get traffic and make money. And everyone knows that, right? We know to get solo ads, we know you have to use Facebook ads. We know you have to run YouTube ads, right? It's like we hear these new whiz bang tactics and, oh yeah, you have this webinar, secret webinar with the small webinar with the perfect webinar mixed in. You have the jumbo, it's like, holy cow, right? Where do you start, right? So what this does is this, breaks it down a lot more simplistic, right? And there's only 3 or 4 steps, so you can't really mess it up. But what we do is you just literally copy and paste a few lines and do a few things. And once you're set up and have the ability to collect leads and then sell products, then the training kicks in. This is when we really differ, because we go ahead and we show the exact lists we're renting. There was 10 emails we used, and we sent out these 10 emails within a 5-day sequence. And guess what? We ranked number 4 on JVZoo with 0 affiliates, 0, JV support from using these methods. And that's a case study free as a bonus for when you buy AFC 2.0. So most products tell you, oh, use this software and here's what you do, right? Go ahead and just do it. Where we say, hey, we've done this before. We've done this with students. Watch us do it, and then you can do it with us. That's kind of the difference between what we're doing. And I don't want to throw stones or badmouth, but we're going on 3 years of the software being in operation. And you know this, Victor, because you run a software, you have SaaS companies. a lot of these offers on JVZoo and other platforms, or not a lot of them, because some of them don't fit this, but I'm sure you know of a few that they disappear. We have no clue where they go, right? They're no longer working. And Al and I, we refuse to be those people, right? We've known you for quite some time in the marketing world and on the marketers cruises. I think I met you with Peter, with Jeff Mills back on one of the marketers cruises, right? Networking with internet marketers. But the point is it's a small industry, and Alan and I refuse to have a product out there that doesn't work or isn't, functioning the way it was sold. So the last 2 years, we've literally invested multiple six figures on developing out and upgrading and building out new features for AFC 2.0. Because on the original launch, they got 7 pre-made funnels, right? And the ability to customize funnels. And now they're getting 39. So you watching this, you get 39 funnels, right? Which are the funnels before, but also the funnels updated on what's converting. Because again, we're not just saying, hey, you're out and you're now a lone wolf, figure it out. We say, no, we've actually promoted this offer with this traffic source. Check it out. You can see that, and then you can adapt and do it yourself. So we show specific offers that we promoted, specific marketing streams that we're using at that moment, and then we're allowing our users and members to go ahead and adapt these methods to what they're doing. And that's what it's about. Like you mentioned before in our other conversation about mentors, power of mentors, right? And growing up poor, one time having a 7-people family living in a 1-bedroom motel room, right? And it wasn't even a bedroom, it was one motel room. And it was very humble beginnings, right? And we talked about this. And actually, when you asked Alan and I, how did we come across this? And for me, it was a better life, right? It was watch my parents struggle, watch them with addiction issues, watch, all these things, us being evicted, water being turned off, electricity being turned off. And then I watched my mentor go ahead, and they had a direct mail marketing company that also sent out email marketing, and they made money at ease. They didn't struggle. It wasn't this huge fight. So the cool part is when you know these secrets, it's a lot easier. And, for us, it's not about the cool exotic cars or the big mansions or, Victor and I have been on yachts in Gulf of Mexico, right? Sure, that stuff's cool and fun. But what it's about for us is the impact, helping others. This is funny. Before we started this conversation, it's what Victor said, and reason why he and I gravitate towards each other. Why they say like attracts like is the old saying. Because he said, we're talking about other people in the industry, and Victor said, wow, the best thing that we focus on is the customer, point of view and their experience and keeping them focused. And that's what me and Peter focus on. And I was like, wow, that's a profound statement, because it's exactly true. That's what you have to be focused on if you're wanting to really scale, really build. So yeah, anyways, I got on a tangent there, right? And went off on a rant.
That's great. That's great. But the thing is, the whole thing about the customer experience, there's probably 10 products a day launching on
right.
Somewhere. And so the same people keep emailing and emailing and emailing and emailing people. And it's hard to be able to separate the wheat from the chaff. And so for the last 3 years, I've been publishing the launch newsletter. And I just do very limited releases at the launch newsletter. And this is now in the launch newsletter, but we're kind of publishing it monthly. We have lists that we mail daily. We have lists that we mail weekly. And then we have lists that we mail monthly. And that was like the strategy that we talked about in our 2.5-hour training that we recorded. It's an epic webinar. I just edited it together. It was actually 3 hours. We had to cut 30 minutes of it out for transitions and stuff, but now it's a perfectly polished 2.5-hour training with hundreds of people watching live. And that is actually part of our $100 a month members area, which everyone can get. But here's the thing. That intentional mentoring area is exclusive to a very high ticket back end. That one video where we interacted is going to be another bonus for people when they jump it on. I mean, I think it's priceless. I think we could easily sell that video for $100 easy. And so that's going to be another bonus that people get. In fact, that's going to be the first bonus that people get when they buy this offer. Now, everyone knows, a lot of my clients say, Vic, why do you promote these other things? Because they always upsell. Because yeah, it's 47 bucks on the first page, but then what do you pay after? And what do you pay after? And then there's, it's the same formula because it works, right? There's there's going to be something on the, what we call the OTO or auto. I think of like a little otter, like a little fuzzy little creature, a waterborne animal, the auto one, and then there's auto two, and then there's auto three. And you want to buy all of them. When I first got started in the industry, I had no sales. I had no customers. I would apply to promote a product on JVZoo. No one would approve me. So what I did was really simple. I bought products, and I bought auto 1, auto 2, auto 3, all the way to the end. And then the product creator reached out to me and said, hey, like the first big product that I got was, Jimmy Kim, who now owns SendLane, which is the big email company that provides all the emails, probably the best email software on the planet for JVZoo. But it's $100 a month. It's expensive. It used to be like $30 a month. But he was at that time an affiliate, but now he's become like this big, industry maven, competing with the likes of like MailChimp.
Yeah.
I call it MailChimp, not MailChimp, but and SendLane is one of the email programs that you can use inside of this. And I have a bonus training on SendLane, which you're also going to receive, called Email Help Out, which is all about email delivery, my strategy on how I've gotten as high as a 200% open rate on emails by segmenting your lists. You get that as a bonus. That is an additional bonus that you get just for jumping in on this. Now, I'd like to give some higher end bonuses, maybe some of my Facebook training or some of my YouTube ads training. We're actually recording a YouTube ads course because over the holiday season, we've discovered YouTube ads have changed. I was just chatting with your partner, Alan. He's running YouTube ads. YouTube ads are hot, hot, hot. Yeah. And we want to teach them the right way. I have a 20-step method that I've perfected for YouTube ads, but it's not for the faint of heart. And I was thinking, you know what? Alan and I should compare notes. Now, Alan spent like $10,000 to learn YouTube ads. I've always been focusing on ads because I'm an SEO guy. I love organic traffic, but I do something I actually own this domain called the swimming pool method. And I actually want to do this with you guys because I think you actually are teaching the swimming pool method, but you don't even know it. But the swimming pool method basically, not to tangent, but when I was a kid, just picture this. I had my grandfather had a big house in Oakland, and we had a swimming pool, a big swimming pool, but it was down, like in, at way above street level. Like our house was like way up on a hill, and then we had to empty the swimming pool down in the gutter that was like way, way down on the street level. Well, how do you possibly do that? Do you use like a pump? Do you suck, things out? Well, my grandfather showed me how to do is real simple physics. He had like a 300-foot long water hose. And what he would do is he would turn on a second hose and like water would come out of that hose, and grandma would sit up on the banister looking down at the street where the hose was in the gutter. And then in order to do the pool cleaning. And so he would stick one hose inside the other hose until it filled up completely with water. Okay. That's like 300 feet. You can think of that as like 300 clicks. Okay. In traffic. Okay. So if you send 300 clicks or 1,000 clicks, whatever the number of clicks it is to a website or a YouTube video, I think in YouTube on average, it's like 2,000. But what you can do is if you look at how many views your competitors have in a given video under a given search term and a given niche, and you generate those views, even if you have to buy them from YouTube, guess what happens? You start to get organic traffic. And I've seen one of my videos go from organically 40,000 views to now 2.2 million views. And that's the power of the swimming pool. Okay. You've got to have a little paid traffic to sort of get it going. And that's just like that 300-foot hose. You fill it up with just enough traffic, and then the organic nature kicks in because you're the top dog in that industry. The problem with the launch industry is we don't have enough time to do that process with ads. We have to build our list before. So like, for example, all of you who are seeing this, you're on my list already, right? Because of something you bought in the past, and now I'm giving you an opportunity to save money in the future. But what you're going to learn in our YouTube ads training is how to build your list using YouTube ads and really start to scale it, really start to scale your traffic. I'm a firm believer you want to be doing both organic and paid, because what's nice about that is you can invest a little bit of money in paid traffic, and then the organic kicks in and you just get traffic. I mean, I think I'm getting like 10, 20,000 visitors a day to my YouTube channel. And it's great because I don't have to actually pay for that traffic. It still generates leads.
That's the best kind of traffic.
So we're going to be talking about that together. I'm bringing on Bob, my business partner, who invented SEO. You may have heard of SEO, search engine optimization. And we're doing a series together. We actually have a meeting today in a few hours. We're going to be charting out that series, which is dispelling the disinformation about SEO in 2021, because there's a lot of false prophets out there not really explaining search engines. Google and YouTube are the biggest ones, right? And we're going to be creating a definitive training on that. And you're going to receive that as a bonus for OTO1. It's not part of the basic, but you're going to get it with one of the OTOs. Now, is there a monthly program or something like that?
Yeah, so
can you talk about the bonuses a little bit? What are the upsells that you get?
100%. I'm trying to pull up after the page as we speak, and then I could give a quick rundown if you would like, even.
Yeah, because most people will probably not even see your sales page, because they're going to see like this video with a buy now button, and I'm going to say, Vic, just don't even bother reading the sales page, because it looks too similar from other similar pages you've seen in the past, and we know how the brain works.
No, and I get 100%. You know, whatever converts best to your tribe, right, is what it's about.
Yeah.
So
really, we have a saying. We call it "buy or die." I'm actually doing a comedy show called "Buy or Die." Oh, buy this product, or I'm wiping you off my list.
there was a car salesman saying that was, what is it? Hold him by the tie till he buys or die. I'm like, whoa! I heard it before. I'm like, well, I've learned how to close a little more gentle.
Before you get to the LTO, I just want to just be real with people. The reason you want to buy the front end offer is to see what's on the upsell. That's how I always thought, right? Because I don't really, that long page, it's beautiful. I think your page is awesome. I think it's fantastic. It's one of the best looking pages I've seen. And the thing is, some people, especially like, doctors, lawyers, chiropractors, most of my clients, magazine publishers, event planners, software developers. Software developers are okay because they're kind of used to the long sales page.
Yeah.
But, the reality is the sideways sales letter, the whole Jeff Walker with the launch and things like that, and then the Russell Brunson with the, hey, the videos kind of come in. That stuff has its place. And I found that some of my best converting offers is nothing other than a nice friendly video with a button right now that says buy now. If you want this, buy it. So most people will only see the first upsell. So I want to talk about the OTO1.
Yeah.
Because, I'm giving them at least $200 in value, maybe $300 in value for their 47 or whatever the button is below this video price. And, we're going to probably be promoting this evergreen because I promoted Perfect Pitch and we had 6 sales this year and we didn't even promote it. So tell us a little bit about the one-time offer that people get.
Yeah. So there's actually five, believe it or not.
Right.
And what that is, and just a crystal clear, right? I'm with Vic on, the more the better, right? Because they do complement. But just to be crystal clear, because I know pandemic hit, people are obviously, the doctor, lawyers, and people that are, the service people that are, still in business probably have no issues. But there are some people that I know are on tight budgets and can maybe only get their front end. So if that's you, no big deal, right? Get what you can start with, right?
Right.
That's the main, right? And I know you know this, Victor, right? So preaching to the choir, but obviously if you can, because I'm like Victor and I go full boat, right? I'm a huge shiny object syndrome person, right? Even though I've made it, so to speak, I buy all of the guru stuff. A lot of them are my friends that can probably reach out and get it for free. But I'm like, shoot, I want to do the same thing Victor said, hack their funnel and see their sales pages and their upsell. So I do that myself on a daily, weekly, monthly basis, spend crazy amount of money. And that's a geek out, with Victor on that. And the upsells for us is it all complements, right? So AFC is your affiliate funnel clones that allows you to build lists and also sell products, right? So there's a few steps. You copy and paste, forward over, hit publish, and it's done. Now, obviously, to go ahead and really have this work, you have to preload emails, right? We have one set, which is 39. You could double that for like an extra $20. Then you can have the option to use the software on a customized level, meaning instead of using one of our 39 pre-made funnels, you can bring it to, SociSnap or something you and Peter are involved with, or an MLM or a doctor's office or a local business, right? The cool part is you could use a software that can redirect to any website you choose. That is one of the upsells. It's like $25. Well, no, it's $49.95, commission $25. So if your people are also promoting this, I know you have a huge affiliate network. You could, even make money as an affiliate. So just to backtrack, you have the software, AFC 2.0, then you have the upgrade software that can give you double the amount of funnels. Then you have the emails that can preload, because you get like 5 or 6 to start, but we have over 100 that we've tested. We have numbers on, there's pre-made subject lines, there's body copy. We could even use it with Victor's software that you get as a bonus to even, rework it. So there's a bonus, there's an upsell there. And then we have let's have some notes here, making sure I'm not missing it. So that's 3 of them, our affiliate funnel clones, upgrade, the AFS, Affiliate Funnel Studios, which is customizing it, the
Right.
email vault, which is preloaded emails. And then we have a done for you option, because we know people are busy, right? You just mentioned your clients, doctor, lawyers, they're busy working, right? I know that because we have the same clientele. And if that's you, thank you for your service, but I know how busy you are. So this is for you, which is a done for you service. So again, there's a handful of things you must do. You must log into either SendLane or your email server, right? And you must copy and paste a few codes. Oh, excuse me. You must copy and paste a few codes. And, if you're busy, because it's going to take you, if you're just starting out, 10, 20, 30 minutes to get this down. What's funny is once you have it down, Alan can build a affiliate funnel clone in 40 seconds. It's actually on the sales page. When Vic says buy here, actually they don't go to sales pages, but we can send you the demo so you can see that 40 seconds it took to go ahead and create that. So what we can do for you is our team does that for you. Right, that's an upsell, and it can be as elaborate as 5, 6 complete funnel build outs with adding an email, automation. This is literally a fraction of what we typically charge. We charge our high end clients, $10,000, $20,000 to create similar stuff. And they have huge return on it, right? So it's great stuff. We're doing, crazy value, right? One of them is $100, other one's $497 if you go full boat with everything. And then last but not least, right, if I would say the most important upsell, right? Let's say you're getting the software and you're going to pick 1 or 2. I would make sure upsell 5 is something people do jump on, because we're doing a live virtual workshop, same style that Victor showed up to, same style we've done before, where we had, people making sales and getting leads right then and there in the room. We're doing that on the 10th and 11th. So December 10th, 11th, which is Thursday, Friday of next week, we're doing a live workshop. We'll be here in my studio. Alan's flying in from North Carolina. We have a couple of setups where we're going to be showing you exactly what we're doing to get traffic to fill up these affiliate funnel clones. Because let's face it, right? There's so many softwares out there. Victor's right? What makes this different is the big question. Because if you go on pick your flavor of the week platform, but there's many platforms you can pick, you can find something very similar, right? I'm not going to sit here and pretend you can't, because the truth is we've had about 24 people knock us off. We were the first ones to do this.
Yeah, of course. And then there's especially a lot of people from foreign countries. They
Yeah,
see a
yeah.
launch do well, and then all of a sudden there's a knockoff.
Oh, yeah.
We've had clones of SociJam and SociSnap,
Right.
but none of them can compete with us because they don't have our dictionaries. They don't have our software that scans the emails for the spam words. They don't have that integration, and they're not updating it weekly like we are. And during Black Friday and Cyber Monday, we were updating it daily because we were finding new words in commerce, because there were so many words flying around with with buy now and commerce, even words like money and finances, and all these words just keep adding to the spam database, and now we just keep refining it. No one really can compete with us.
Oh, 100%.
Because it's actually an organic community tribe that's doing this. So I would say, what's the fee of your workshop, OTO5?
So it's quite steep because the admission is free, believe it or not. So we're giving back again. If you're in a
so people can come to the workshop for free, and
then
everybody who buys for 47 comes to the workshop.
Right. And then we have a VIP option though, where basically, because we're expecting several hundred, if not thousands, to show up. Right. That's
right. Yeah.
We've already sold. It's funny. This is a slow launch, right? And I think we're at 120 sales so far, because we had some partners, and we have some of the biggest names pushing out emails this evening, starting tomorrow, starting Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Right. So, yeah.
We're expecting on a low end 1,500, on a high end 3,000, 4,000 sales. So just run the numbers, right? It's going to fill up. We're going to have hundreds, if not thousands, to show up. But we're going to have a dedicated VIP room. That's going to be almost like our area where we can go ahead just like this, right? I jump into the camera and say, hey, Barb, hey, Vic, hey, everyone, right? And we have our own special area where we communicate to make sure that you're not being drowned out, right? Because, and not saying we're catering to this group more, but it's like anything else. It's the VIP, right? You get the red velvet rope entrance, the nice comfy seat.
Sure. Yeah.
Right? It's you go to ClickFunnels at their events, right? They're $1 billion companies.
Right. Yeah.
What's at the front? The inner circle, right? And they have red rope around it. So this is virtually that, where we're going to give a cool swag bag and some cool stuff. But we're going to have a private closed group, and there's a list of things you get with that, where you get after hours content. You get some one-on-one time through with just the group. You get early access to some of the sessions or late access to ask. We're bringing on some experts as well. You get to ask them questions. Everything in between, right, where there's more focus, attention. What we're doing too, we haven't even announced this. We're going to announce this live, so your tribe is going to hear this first. Please don't spread this because we can probably get in trouble. But we're actually going to be doing a co-op free marketing push. So the money Alan and I make with this, we're actually going to be dedicating towards a big marketing push to put our money where our mouth is and show these tactics. So you're going to be the test group that's going to get results live in these 2 days. And then what we ask is to jump on a Skype chat or jump on a Zoom chat, and we'll pull you up. And don't worry, we're not going to quiz you and, ask you a bunch of questions and make you do a test on, in front of 2,000 people, but just share your experience. Like how Nick Harper talked about how he went ahead and literally, struggled for years, then came to our workshop, woke up the next morning after the first day in attendance, and within hours had over $350 made. Then the dentist, 𝘿𝙞𝙜𝙖𝙚, you hear his story, right? How he says he was totally blown away. He's been to, and what's crazy is people have named some competitors, and I'm not going to name names because some of them are my friends and I know their hearts and their intentions are pure.
Sure.
But to be frank, we've had people say, I went to so-and-so and spent 10 times the amount of money and got a fraction of what we received. So no, we blur out, names and things like that. We're not about throwing stones or, taking cheap shots. But what we're about though is sharing our success stories with our members and our clients, and, showing what's possible, because a lot of our members are, right. Sure. We've serviced Paula Abdul, right. We did her entire residency in Las Vegas, right? We went to America's Got Talent, met the whole crew and all the contestants and all the celebrities that were guest judges, Simon Cowell, right? Terry Crews. And it was a blast, a total blast. But the truth of it was I was there to work, and we charged her tens of thousands, right? And north of the 40,000 range for a marketing package. And I'm sharing that case study, what we did, how we went ahead and spent $3,000 on a direct mail campaign. Remember, lists and selling sales, did those two methods, and it generated multi-millions in publicity. That's a free bonus you get in the AFC 2.0. But so the truth is, right, is we've serviced Kevin Harrington. You were an affiliate. He's a shark on Shark Tank, right? He has a Shark Tank fame as seen on TV. Business partner of ours, and we use the same exact methods with him. But the truth is that's a very small percentage of our clientele, right? The large percentage of our clientele are newbies, are doctors, are people that are in the trenches. And even this is what Joel said. He said, Ryan, I love my job because, he loves to help people, and he's a orthodontist. But he said, if my hands aren't inside someone's mouth, I'm not making money. That's the facts.
Yeah,
now,
my CPA said the same thing. If I'm not on the clock, I'm not making
right.
money.
You're not
And I was
punching.
saying, my friend, you ought to publish a book. You ought to publish a course.
Yes.
Because he charges $400 an hour. It's
Right.
$395 to be perfectly fair. But
Right.
that's what a good CPA will run you. And the reality is, a lot of people don't realize, they don't live in the real world. They live in this fantasy world that's put up by ClickBank and all these type of offers.
Right.
And it's like, just because it looks like a duck and just because it smells like a duck doesn't mean this is a duck.
What do
This
you mean?
is a really great program that these guys have put together, and you're basically in the pilot group. That's why the price is so low. And I know what you're doing. You're doing a case study, and you just said that you're going to take the money you make from this launch, you're going to reinvest it back into traffic so that your students make commissions, so that now they can say, it's crazy. I do webinars, as you know, for the last 3 years, every single week. And when I look at the culture that we have, about 2% of our audience is actually executing what we teach, and they're making money, they're getting commissions, they're making sales because they're up to something, they're doing something. The other people somehow have this belief that if you just sit back and watch webinars and you listen to Tony Robbins, or you go to whoever his new business partner is right now, and you take these courses, that somehow you're going to make money. And I got to tell you from experience, the way to make money is through taking action. Okay. You can't just, yes, you need to click the button below this and buy this program. You need peers. You need mentoring. You need a tribe of people around you that are doing it together. And that's why I'm really happy that you're actually doing it's a 2-day workshop. That's crazy. So what does the VIP ticket cost, so I can figure out what bonus I'm going to give people when they buy the VIP tickets?
And actually, Victor, we hope that you're going to be part of that, and not saying the entire time, but
yeah, I'm happy to be there the whole time. Here's the deal. I run one promotion up until the week after Cyber. That's why we're doing it right now. It's called Cyber Week. Okay. We slash all of our prices to 50%, 60%. We're running 80% off on qualifying businesses for search triggers, which is our SEO product, which is our YouTube ranking software, right? And we just run that up until next Tuesday, right?
Oh.
That's it. After that, prices go back to normal, and then we run a year-end closeout for only 3 products. Okay, we're going to run a year-end closeout. But that's it. And then we take 2 weeks off, maybe a week off, first week of January. And then our biggest week ever is January 7th and on. And we're only servicing our customers that bought in at that time. So I can be there for the whole time. I could also bring my partner, Bob, who invented search engine optimization, and we could do a lesson on YouTube SEO. We could do a lesson on how to totally crush it with email campaigns. We could show you how we've taken your very emails, ran them through Soci Snap, the new 2021 version, and we cleaned it up so that it doesn't have any spam words in it. And I made a video, a 1-minute video that shows you exactly how to do that. I will teach people how to do that in the workshop if you like. These are the essential skills that you need in order to have your customers start to know, like, and trust you.
Right here, it's this right here. Oh, you can't see it. It's $10,000. No, I'm kidding. It's just one of these right here, $100, $97.
Okay.
Is how much it costs.
Well, that's how much Search Triggers costs, right?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
If you buy a VIP ticket, I'm going to throw in my Search Triggers software as a bonus.
Awesome.
Okay.
Yeah, and let us know, because what we're going to do is, if you're coming through Victor, say, in the email or in the back office, because, we're doing something special, maybe even highlight with Victor on the live training and bring you out and talk about, some of the case studies you're receiving during.
Yeah, I mean, getting your first 1 million views and having 1 million views on your YouTube channel.
Yeah, that's huge.
That's huge. And then I helped, I had a client, he was almost there at 1 million. Like he had like 800 something thousand. And he just couldn't cross that 1 million mark. And we used Search Triggers. I trained his staff in it. And within 2 weeks, we hit 1 million. And he actually gave me a testimonial for that. So I can do that. If you have 1 million views, I can get you 2 million views. Okay. Wow. I can't go much past that because I don't like to teach anything that I haven't done myself. We're at 2.6 million right now on our channel. But the thing is I know how to double YouTube channels. I know how to optimize YouTube channels. I know how to scale YouTube channels.
It never stops, right? It's like,
it never stops. We're always learning.
Yeah. And I'm not going to say it, but I paid $8,000 for someone's high-end closing program, and it was trash.
Right.
Trash them. But
I ended up going to a mastermind. I spent $3,500 for a mastermind in Florida. And then I ended up teaching most of the time. Right? It was on Facebook ads. And then the guy there, the class was, have you ever had that where,
100%.
Where someone comes in and you're asking all the questions, and then the teacher says, you know what, Vic, do you want to teach the class? And I said, as a matter of fact, I do. So I did. And he loved it,
The funny part is I have a similar this person that I was doing the high ticket coaching thing with.
The industry is built around this idea of not connecting the dots. And yours is the first program that I can see that it gives you the dots, and it connects the dots, and it builds a community, it builds a tribe for us to be able to thrive. And that's what I love about your program.
Thank you. Yeah. And I appreciate that. I really do. And that's going back to the attracts like, right?
Yeah.
Helping if people get what they want, then you get what you want. And I know you and I are really on the same level with that mindset and that train of thought. So, but I appreciate that. And like you said, we do start on the really novice level because some of our clients have started at that spot, just like you and I have, and we bought all the programs and learned a bunch of stuff, and now we're at this side of it, but we're still, on that journey of learning. So, just to break it down specifically what we do, right? So that's a big, I know you guys are going to be showing traffic tactics. I know you guys are going to be showing how to, you guys build lists and also, sell products, but what does that mean? So what we're going to do on those 2 days, on the 10th and 11th, is walk you through each step of our setup process. And if you need this, great. If not, you have to bear with it, or you can have a long breakfast and come back, right? But basically, it's a hand-holding process on showing you the hottest clones that we've come across and getting these set up properly, teaching you how to create and deploy your first Facebook ad, which I know Victor's really talented with, and we could probably even get some of your insight on that.
Yeah.
But the trick is how we're using Facebook ads, not just to, sell a t-shirt or get eyeballs, but equate that to sales and sales selling other people's products more specifically. So we do, that we show how to create and deploy your first Bing ads. Alan spends a bunch of money on Bing. The YouTube ads, we spent $10,000 on how to learn YouTube ads. That's not, what we spent in YouTube. Literally, I've spent crazy amounts of money on YouTube, and the people that we work with and consult with have spent, in the 7-figure range. I've spent that on Facebook ads since 2014, but YouTube I haven't hit as hard. Facebook, social media ads, email marketing, direct mail is my wheelhouse. Bing ads, YouTube, and email marketing is Alan's wheelhouse, just to kind of set the record straight on, what you're learning from each person. And that's what you get as a free ticket holder, right? Now, if you upgrade your ticket to the $97 level, you're going to have even more. And not only are you going to get Victor's amazing upgrade and his amazing product, and also do some cool stuff with you guys, but you're also going to get access to our private Facebook group. I talked about that private group, right? You can ask as the only VIP ticket holders will get access to this, and we answer your questions after hours, before hours, and make sure you're taken care of. Because again, we're going to have hundreds, if not thousands, on this training. So this is, we're going to have a laptop set on the side. We're going to be in our studio, and you can see this is the actual studio right here that we'll be broadcasting from, which is I'm in. Which is a fun little, setup. And we're gonna have a desk setting. So when we're, teaching some things, we'll be in the desk setting, and then be up here for some of the stuff that, for example, we have direct mail strategies that I sent out this coconut with a client, and it made $5,000 sales, and he sold 20 of his tickets, right? So that's this case study we'll be sharing live, and how we use those direct mail marketing methods to sell other people's products, and more importantly, you tapping into them. So you have the Facebook group, you have the hand holding, you get access to our traffic accelerator group, where what we're doing to accelerate our campaigns, right? You can watch the launch campaigns live. So people don't know this, and oh shucks, I wish I had one, but we're sending out a direct mail piece to every single AFC 2.0 buyer. So another bonus you don't even know about, but when you get AFC 2.0, you're going to get your AFC 2.0 accelerator plan. And actually, I don't know if you saw, but I took a picture with it this morning and posted it with my Lamborghini on social media. Victor, you might have not saw that, but those are those blue ones that match the car are the ones that we're sending out.
You have a Lamborghini?
Yeah.
Well, that's why you're giving away your Humvee.
Yes, it is. Yeah, the Maserati and Lamborghini is taking up too much room in the garage. So we're having
exactly. There you go.
Yeah. So, but on social media, I'll send it over to you because it's a fun little picture. Actually, I'll show it to people live because then you can see the AFC booklet.
Just so you know, my friends, that plaque on the wall is that $1 million sales, or is that 10 million in sales?
We have a few of them. That's one of them here. But yeah, we've done probably 5-6 million on just one funnel. We've done over 10 million but not just to set the record straight on multiple products, not just one product. But I'll come over here and show you guys this booklet you guys are getting. So we just did an interview with JV Zoo. They published that this morning, but right here are these AFC 2.0 booklets, and you're going to receive one of those. And the truth to the matter, though, is there's a strategic purpose on why we're sending that out, right? It's not, first and foremost, helping people get what they want. You get what you want.
Right, because you found that people these days, when you guys receive this product, just buy it, okay? The first thing you're going to do, the reason I'm doing this is to segment my list, okay? One of the things that that they teach here, and this is what really captivated my attention, is let me bring that up, okay? Because this is a very, very important point. You want to not just build your list with email addresses, because most people don't know this, is if they don't open an email within 30 days, no matter what, right? They're going to be gone. They're going to be undeliverable on your subscriber list unless you do something important. That's why in the very first juncture, you want to get their street address. You want to mail them a gift. And that's what Ryan is an expert in. So what he showed you there were these physical printed booklets that you receive in the mail when you pick this up. so that you remember, okay? Ryan has made more money doing direct mail, like physical shipping of stuff, okay? And that's the next generation strategy, because what ends up happening is people are not checking their emails anymore,
Right,
right?
right.
Whenever, one of the strategies we teach is retargeting. Whenever you send out an email, you need
Yes.
to correspondingly have a Facebook campaign that's running with those same addresses of your subscribers so that they're seeing the same message on Facebook. And then you do a YouTube series. So you're doing emails, YouTube, and Facebook during a span of time, right?
Right.
And during that span of time, there's one message that they keep seeing over and over again, and they may buy after 2 weeks. That's how real marketers do marketing. But see, the thing is, once you have a list, once you have that know, like, and trust factor, then of course you can just boom, pop out an email and you'll make, like,
Right.
you know, the other day you pop out an email, you make 3 figures, 4 figures.
Right. Well,
But
so you're exactly right. And that's the reason why this works so well and why this is going to work with your members, because it goes in correlation with your training. Because it all comes down to touch points, right? So what's retargeting ads? It's a touch point, right? So if you click on a link, then you can pay Facebook, Google, YouTube, IG, right? Whatever the platform is, you retarget that customer. Well, what a good direct mail piece is it's a touch point, right? I sent these out to a group of JVs. Send me your address, Victor. Actually, I asked you for your address, but I want to send you some Supreme Oreos, right? And these cost me,
exactly.
And these cost me $5, right? But it's red Oreos. It gets your attention. And my friend Anik, he has a company called 𝘿𝙞𝙜𝙠𝙖𝙡, and they're ranked on, top YouTube channels, and, they're doing some cool stuff on podcasts.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is I sent him some Oreos with a little letter, right? And he goes, "Oh my gosh, Ryan, and I thought of your face for 2 straight weeks," because he would walk into his office, and what did he see? This sitting on the corner of his office.
Right, and he'd feel guilty.
He thought of me, right? So what a good direct mail piece is at the touch point, right? This is a mini billboard people will have in their office as a touch point. What are they looking at? Affiliate Funnel Clones, right? Our logo, and there's pictures of us, and so it's a resource, and the focus is helping enough people get what they want. You get what you want, right? The Zig Ziglar quote. But the more important part of it, in my opinion, is on top of the resource, also helping them, but also being a touch point in a mini billboard. And we've had that happen, right? We've sent out booklets like these right here, and people said, "Oh my gosh, Ryan, I had it paused on the one page, and I looked at your face for 2 weeks." And that person ends up coming in as one of our top tier clients, and we do some awesome things with them, get awesome case studies. So Victor's exactly right. It's not just building lists, right? Everyone knows you got to build a list, right? We've heard that for decades, right? Eons, right?
It's not about building lists anymore. It's about engaging your list,
right,
and keeping your list.
Right.
Right? It's about list refinement. It's not about list building anymore.
Exactly. Well, you mentioned Tony Robbins, and he did a case study with Stanford University. And I'm sorry, my 4-year-old screaming in the background. He's on the first floor, but we have 4 kids, so I'm on the 3rd level up. So I'm surprised we could hear him, but it's he has a really good set of lungs. My son Philip. Talking about Tony Robbins, he did a case study with Stanford, and back in the 90s. For someone to order and play and buy something, they said that there was about 6 to 10 touch points. So McDonald's would do a jingle. They would, you get your newspaper clipping. You'd see them on the TV, right? You drive your car and hear them on the radio. Mm-hmm. Then you see the big golden arches. The study showed was after, 6, maybe 10 times max, you pull in and get your Big Mac, you get your kids' meal, and you consume McDonald's. They did the same test recently in the last couple of years. And it is insane. It's like 30, 40 times that amount. Why is that? Because you get an Instagram message, and then the other phone's your mom, right? And then this cell phone, and then your computer has a Skype message. And then, it's just all this background noise, and people are distracted. You have people taking ADD meds, and they're, and it's funny. I'm guilty, right? I'm so OCD. There could be a butterfly going on, and I totally lose my train of thought. For 20 minutes, right? So I'm guilty. This is talking about myself, not throwing rocks. But the cool part is, even knowing this, capitalizing on it, we have those touch points. So now they're getting emails, they're getting Facebook messages. We even use phone calls. We even use direct mail, right? When they get a direct mail piece just like this, show up to their door, and they're like, "Oh wow, this person, knows, trusts me. They're care about me. I know, trust them." let's do business together. And that's
Mhm.
how this happens, right? What's funny is we're doing a return of the clones, and Victor made a fun video for this. And actually, I still need your address, Victor, by the way.
Oh, you're gonna mail me that mask? Oh
Yeah,
my
well,
God, I
so
love that.
we have masks we mailed out, right? And right now, our number one affiliate, his name's Ben, and Ben said, "Oh my gosh, guys, I freaking totally forgot about your launch." But I walked into my office and I saw that stupid mask Ryan sent me, and I said, "Oh my gosh, I think their launch is coming up." And he went on my Facebook page, and it was the
Right.
very next day. So what's funny is this mask got his attention on his desk. He messaged me, and he became the number one affiliate so far in the last 24 hours.
Look at my coffee mug, my friend.
Yeah, that's awesome.
You
I
see
love it.
that?
Bing ads. Yeah, Bing
When
ads.
when I
It's a-
when I went to San Francisco and I became a Bing Ads certified accredited professional,
oh wow.
right?
They gave you the
And I keep this coffee mug, and it always reminds me. And because, you know, a lot of people say, "Well, Vic, what's your secret? How do you get so much traffic?" I run Bing ads. And then if
right,
the ads do well, I scale them on Google, because Google's about 3 times more expensive. It's really
yeah.
just economics.
100%. And the funny part is everyone's using it, right? You look at Amazon and they're sending
Right.
out the first time ever mailers and magazines, right? And it's crazy
Exactly.
because it's the touch points and it's using them. So
Yeah.
we focus on direct mail, in social media. So
Yep.
it's just Facebook, IG, everything else. Google, which is YouTube, you know this, Victor, because they own YouTube. And then we do SMS. And then basically we do phone. So those 5 points, which is really like 7 or 9, because multiple platforms own, or Facebook owns IG, so there's 2 platforms in the one, right? Google owns YouTube, so there's 2 in that one. But the point is right, there's multiple touch points that's happening, and that's where we really, we have a supplement company, we've done a travel offer, we've done personal development, we've done MLM, we've done, again, supplements with MLM, we've done, you name it, right? We've used this system for, and every single time, right? We have multiple 7-figure plaques, just like the one on the wall, from these methods, and it didn't start out this way. No silver spoon. You guys heard the beginning of the audio, or maybe you're fast forwarding, and if you missed it, I grew up poor, right? My parents struggled, right? We had some tough times, but the difference was I found a mentor, someone that showed me how to build lists, and not just build lists, but also segment them. And I started off in a meal house, right? Working in a room. And want to know what my job was, Victor, for many, many years?
What's
show you
that?
right here. I would take an exact piece like this right here. This direct mail piece made me $3 million. And I show selling other people's products. It sold someone else's product named Brian. And I made look at Brian right here to show you, Brian A. I made $3 million off this, selling an affiliate product by this structure. And what I would do when I was 14 years old is I would, do a tri-fold. So I'd fold it like this, fold it like, oh shoot, it's been a while, sorry. But I'll fold it like this, and then fold it like this. And I would put this to make sure that the headline was up, and you want your headline.
And then you would staple it.
Actually, we put it into an envelope. Like
Okay.
this. So then we go ahead, and if someone got this piece, right, they would say, "Oh, what's this?" And then they'd open it, and then you have the headline appearing. So these are little things I would do at 14 years old, sitting there going, and then what I would do next, right, is I would go ahead and I would help process the orders, because we would get, buckets and buckets of mail with these orders. And this was the fun part to me, right? Because then I would go ahead and I would go through the orders and take out checks, just like these ones right here, and money orders and cash. And so now we're getting orders online. We're having orders come in offline. We have orders coming in over the phone. Get this, we have 0.4% of our people will fax us an order. So if you look at my marketing piece, this is great. There's a fax number on our marketing piece. And right here, fax, right? Show you on that fax number, right? And we actually have, so the point is the more touch points, I'm not saying to have a fax number to be successful, right? Again, it's 0.4%. But the thing that we do is we don't discriminate when it comes to collecting money. And, I'll be honest, I kind of hate those cheesy videos that, open up checks one by one. Oh, today's a check opening party. Let's opening up this one and this one. Because if we did that, we'd be there all day doing that, because we get tubs and tubs of mail that come in. But the point is the way how this is possible is by building lists and selling products. This was all coming in from selling someone else's product. Again, that Brian product, that was an e-com product. So, the point is when you have a system down, right? When you have a strategy that's proven, and it's not just all the other stuff, like you said, there's a bunch of crap out there, excuse the French. There's a bunch of, noise out there. And not to get you distracted with that, but, what we do is we have a proven process that, again, we went to work, and like you said, it's funny how you hit something on the head, that you don't teach something that you haven't mastered. And Alan and I are very, very alike, right? We're not going to show you how to get 70 million, whatever, right? On TikTok, right? Oh, get 7 million views. I have no clue. I'm not going to teach TikTok training because we're not using TikTok, right? But you have people out there that are just peddling the picks and shovels, right? Oh, TikTok's a new whiz bang platform. Oh, now there's Snapchat. Oh, now there's this, now there's that. And what we do is we just go deep on the ones that we have been, and honestly, it's the ones that my mentor taught me. Started off using direct mail, and then he saw the writing on the wall, and he said, we just can't be direct mail based because this is the 90s. Keep in mind, he said, and actually he met a guy named Sean Casey, who was working with a guy named Frank Kern. And when
yes, I know Sean Casey.
Yeah.
I actually was in one of these conferences.
Oh yeah.
And he was Frank Kern's mentor.
He was, yeah. So funny. So I met him. So Brian knew Sean from the direct response mail days, and that's where Sean got his start.
I learned direct response from Robert G. Allen.
Oh wow, yeah, he was in the mix. Yeah, for sure.
I was a student, and Mark Victor Hansen, you've heard of him?
Yeah, of course.
He sat to the left of me, and the two of us were like workshopping together, learning direct response.
That's so cool.
Because Mark is significantly younger than Bob. Robert G. Allen, he just was talking about his whole nothing down. It was like, give me $100 bill, drop me in any city in the U.S., and I'll buy a piece of real estate, flip it, and make $1 million. That was his challenge, right?
Cool. That's so cool.
And he could do it.
Yeah.
He could do it. And he did it by selling books. And there was no internet back then because I was 21 years old. I actually met Bob at a bar.
Wow.
At the bar in La Jolla, which is where I was going to college. And we just had this conversation. I'd never heard of anything. And, he said, Vic, you've got some great ideas. Why don't you be my guest? Other people paid $3,500 to be in my copywriting class. I said, what's copywriting? He said, I said, I'm just a college student, right? I'm a senior and he says, just be my guest. And so I showed up the next morning, Saturday morning, and met Mark Victor Hansen right then and there. I mean, it's crazy how, these little touch points in life, that are pivotal changes in your life,
That's wild. It's kind of like a bird flying into an airplane engine. Okay.
Exactly. So you've been writing copywriting. Let's see, what year was that?
That's funny.
I could figure that out.
That's funny. No, but you're exactly right, Victor. I mean, that
was 32 years ago.
Wow, 32 years. So are you still friends with Victor? Because he's still not Victor. Yeah.
Mark, yeah. That was 1988.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, so funny.
Were you born yet?
Nope, 87, the year before or year after. So yeah.
Year after. So you were 1 year old when I started copywriting.
That is crazy. Yeah, that's cool.
So that's what I'm saying is like us old dogs.
Yeah. So that's funny. So you were in the class with my mentor. So my mentor started his direct mail business in the 90s. So in the late 80s, he was actually, what's funny is he had a commercial lending company, right? And there was in the 80s, and some people know this, some don't, but the commercial lending got super tight. And like overnight, everything dried up and there's a bunch of stuff happened. A lot of companies went out of business. And he had multiple six figures in the pipeline, just boom, cut off because they had a bunch of regulations and regulatory and a lot of craziness happened. Long story short, he had Jaguars, nice house, right? Young family, and boom, car gets repossessed. Boom, another car gets repossessed. Boom, hey, you better pay us or get out. This deadline. he said he had creditors back in the 90s. Creditors would actually hop your fence and like knock on your window and do crazy stuff. He said he had no clue how that wasn't illegal back then, right? It was crazy stuff. He would literally be
Yeah.
petrified to go check his mail because he go check his mail and someone would serve him papers. Hey, you know, it's like, quit serving me papers. Like, I can't pay you. Trust me, I want to pay you. There's no, he said, you know, grabbing change out of couch cushions to pay for McDonald's. Super low lows. And crazy story, he had a loan of $500. And back then, postage was like 35 cents, right? Or 25 cents, a lot cheaper than what it is today, half the price. And he did 1,000-piece mailing on that changed today. That it pulled 7%, which is huge in the operating direct mail world. 1 to 2% is normal. It hit 7%. And the rest is history, right? That was he finally, you know, it was a rough month or two, but he instantly, it was right before Easter, right? So it saved Easter for him and his family. And it was because he had a terrible Christmas, right? Christmas was a nightmare, right? December, then January rolled around, and then he got the system rolling. And by April, it was a completely different life. So that's a funny story with my mentor. He was in the same time frame that you were doing the copywriting stuff. And funny, he even knew of Mark Victor Hansen, and we met him through Armin Morin with the big seminar franchise. That was when I met Russell Brunson. His keynote was how I took my business from 6 to 7 figures. And he was like a newly grad, you know, Iowa wrestler, right? And so it was
that's right. He was a wrestler. And yeah, it's I think people, realistically, we talked about this in one of our classes. The people who do best in marketing are either, you know, some sort of sports like wrestling, martial arts, like I have a background in martial arts, and then or military, because they have that discipline. If you don't have any kind of discipline, then it's really tough. This industry can eat you alive.
Yeah.
But I want to show some social proof, if I can, really quick.
Yeah. Oh, I'll just say, should I finish up really quick? Because I'm sorry on that rant, but what you're getting as a bonus, this was the whole point of this, was the bonus on the for the live event. So you're going to get access to a private group, access to the traffic accelerator, additional hand holding to make sure you understand everything and you don't leave that 2-day without having your funnel built and everything in place and working. Then we have an after hours traffic session where this is just for the VIP group, right? And then we have a hot seat feature where you can ask us anything. You know, it's a fun way to, you know, tap into mine and Alan's brain and figure out direct mail stuff, online marketing stuff. Maybe even Victor can be there for the hot seat stuff and we'll have some fun. And then the last part is the first mover advantage to work with us, because people like Victor have amazing products, softwares, and he's at a place now where he can launch this stuff pretty easily. Now, some people watching this might not have that ability. If that's you, no big deal. This VIP group, you'll have a chance to talk to us about ideas, products, things that we could potentially collab on. So this group is really for $97. You know, it's a steal of a deal, in my opinion. But anyways, that was the bonus stack for people that jump on the fast action, or not fast action, but the VIP ticket on our Mill Kings Live. Oh, something cool too. We're getting this t-shirt made. And don't worry, you know, say, oh, what, Mill Kings Live? You guys are nasty men. We have Mill Queens Live as well. So, you know, we're not, you know, catering to, because we have female partners that are powerhouses, right? My friend Alicia, holy cow, she actually won a huge JV contest and won a brand new Ford Mustang recently. So I don't discredit any female, because I mean, I've had my butt kicked by females in the launch game. So don't no throwing rocks here. So we have male boss is the theme, and we're crowning male kings and queens. So speaking of which, Victor, get me your address when we end here, because I'm going to send you a Mill King shirt and one of our Star Wars masks to have some fun with.
Oh, I love that. I love that. It's so cool. I'm going to certainly give you my address.
Yes.
What I want to show people is what they get as a bonus from me.
Sweet. Yeah.
And we're going to be doing more and more training on that. Take a look at this. Are you seeing my screen there?
Yes, we are. And I'm going to throw my background on. So we're matching again. Oh, shoot. Where's that at? Here it is.
Yeah.
Use virtual background and boom. Okay, we're good.
All right. That sounds good. So now you should be able to see my screen. Can you see my screen on your Zoom?
Yes, we see it.
Okay. So this is my software, Search Triggers. I'm in the process of creating the instruction manual on it right now, but it's super, super simple, okay? Over here, you click on ideas or website, okay? I did ideas, which is default. That's what to search. Where to search on YouTube, okay? A phrase, and all I did is type in affiliate funnel, and then I clicked the little magnifying glass. It literally took me 2 seconds. Now, what this shows me is if I go in here to affiliate funnel, I just typed in affiliate funnel, and you can see that the #1 result is Clones 2.0 review, right? And you've already got 233 reviews on the web. Is that cool or what?
Very cool.
But look at this.
Wow.
Affiliate funnel clones review right here has 5,000 reviews from your last launch. 5,040 to be specific. There are 6,280 pages on YouTube, videos about affiliate funnel clones, right? So if I want to sort of spy on my competitors, right, I just click this link and I have all my things organized right here. If I have a virtual assistant, I can copy and paste all these videos and give them to my VA. If I want to run paid ads on Bing, I have all my keywords right in here. So this is our brand new version. Now check this out. If you click this little magnifying glass, it shows you your niches. So this is the word affiliate funnel. And this right here, it just shows you the different niches. So what I would do is look at the difference. Google Relevance has picked up your Clones 2.0 review, but YouTube hasn't quite caught on, even though there's videos about it. So if you do a search inside of YouTube, you're not really going to see the 2.0 review clones because it's too early in the game right now. But if I tap on YouTube Relevance, you see there's 40,000 videos just about affiliate funnels. But look at this one, affiliate funnel examples.
Wow.
No videos, relevant both in Google and YouTube. So my video, which this stream is going to be listed under, is under affiliate funnel examples. Look at this, affiliate funnel builder. I don't want to compete with 6,000 other videos on affiliate funnel clones, right? I'm going to compete on examples and builder, right? I don't need to make review videos. People don't wake up in the morning and say, oh, what's the affiliate funnel clones review? Because they've already been cookied under a marketer. They're basically trying to figure out, should I buy this thing or not? If I want new visitors, and this is so important, okay, I'm going to come back on camera. If I want new visitors, okay, they don't wake up in the morning and say, I want affiliate funnel clones. They're going to say, I've heard about affiliate. I've heard about funnels. I want to know more about this industry. Do you have a video that can help me, right? And that's why we crush it with YouTube Organic, because we don't target reviews. We never do reviews. What we do is a training that is a review because it teaches someone an example. It shows them that that's a builder. So my counsel to you, and what this video is going to be under, is this is an affiliate funnel builder. That's what your product is. It's called affiliate funnel clones, but believe me, there is way more traffic under affiliate funnels, affiliate funnel builders, affiliate funnel examples, because that's what people are searching for. That's what people want to learn about. And so if you're watching this video, you probably found it because you look for affiliate funnel builder and examples. And that's a simple title that YouTube was going to love. Google's going to love it too. And that's where this video is appearing. So now I just showed you behind the scenes about my secret sauce on how we generate tens of thousands of videos. While other marketers may get 50, 60, 70 video views on a video, we get 1,000 views, 2,000 views, 10,000 views, because we're targeting terms that people care about. Well, I want to say, like, what's the one takeaway that you would like people to have from this last 2 hours that we've spent together?
Hey, say hi, Johnny. So yeah, we got 2.5 hours. Johnny is coming to pull me from the office. So say hi, Johnny. He woke up from his nap while we were doing the training.
Oh
But
yeah,
my
he's gotten big. Last time I saw him, he was much
that's
smaller.
right. That's so actually last time, Johnny, last time you remember Victor? Last
Hi.
time I saw you, we were on a yacht in the Gulf of Mexico,
Yeah,
and you were in mom's arms, still nursing. So you don't remember Victor, but there's
yeah.
Victor. You was on the boat with you.
He was still nursing. I remember that. They grow fast.
Yeah. So, but the takeaway, right, is implement this and take action, right? You guys saw my reason why. I have 4 of these little, they're not twins, but 4 of these little munchkins. And Victor knows them. Actually, you met 3 of them. We've had a 4th since we met last year. And so we're very busy, right? And my takeaway here is to implement and to apply these methods. You learned a lot of methods, right? From email strategies to, talking about some direct mail stuff to several different topics. But the point is to go deep on 1, 2, find a mentor and to get this software, have this training. So you can go ahead and get the results we know possible. Because it's not about, myself and my results or Victor. And I know he's done some amazing things. You guys heard about the 2 million views he got on YouTube and some of those strategies behind that. That stuff's cool, right? And it took us a lot of time to build up those results. But the point is that you can shortcut this from us doing it the hard way, right? Victor knows how to double YouTube accounts because you saw that. You saw the stuff he was showing in this exact training. You're going to get that bonus when you get AFC 2.0 and hopefully join us on the live event and see some more stuff, secrets of Victor's live at our event. But the takeaway here is to apply it, right? And to invest in Victor, in us. We're here to be your mentors and walk you through this. And if you're a novice or a celebrity, like you heard the celebrity case studies, he found my iPad. Here, Johnny.
There he is. There he is.
Tell we're live. Here, let me turn it down. Here.
Well, no worries.
Down and we'll wrap up. There you go. But yeah, you guys know we're live, right? And this is my reason why, and this is my whole heartbeat and why, why we're on this live right now, and to share this to allow other people to experience it. That's where we're at. So yeah, Victor, thank you so much for having me on behalf of Alan, on behalf of Johnny. He can't wait to go back on a yacht with you. You were playing your video.
Yeah. We were listening to the Doobie Brothers, and I'm going to run that playlist after this. But a lot of people are wondering about SociSnap because it's like this social media tool, and there's going to be a playlist coming on immediately afterward. That's the software. Really quickly, in 30 seconds, what would you say? How would you explain the benefit of SociSnap? Because like what you can do with it is so much. You can create social media posts. You can post things like beautiful emojis and rich italics in your titles on your YouTube videos. You can do it in LinkedIn. You can do it on Twitter. You can even compose, like we have people in chat rooms that all of a sudden, like they're the talk of the town because they can use SociSnap to make their posts look more colorful. These days, it's all about stopping people from scrolling. But what's your opinion? What's the coolest thing about SociSnap, which is, everyone's going to be getting?
Yeah. So, and I guess I'm cheating because I got to watch Victor pitch Kevin Harrington just like he was on an episode of Shark Tank and go through the details. And I got a really cool behind the scenes look. So I probably have a bigger advantage. Most people watch this video from the context, but one second. Hey, my dog's messing with my son right now. You don't know if you hear that scratching. Sorry, I lost my train of thought here. So SociSnap, what I would go ahead and recommend people do is it's all about touch points, right? So you really want the software, and it's amazing that Victor's giving this as a bonus. But what Kevin Harrington loved about it, what I loved about it, is the touch point in standing out. Because we talked about how we use, stuff like coconuts to get attention, right? And why do we use a coconut? It's different than just a letter. Now, we still use letters, right? And we still use the long form direct mail pieces, but a coconut can, get their attention more because it stands out. What does SociSnap do? helps your post stand out, right? Hello, that's the whole point of it. It's a touch point that helps you stand out, because the truth is you have to separate yourself from the noise. So SociSnap has amazing features, right? The bold, right? Who knew that you can make, headlines bold on Facebook? Well, this software allows that. Being in italics, quoting things, using fun, emojis, all these amazing things. And there's no doubt about it, because we've tested it, right? And even Kevin has tested this, using the same software. What we went ahead and did is you put a post up side by side, and you get 10 times the amount of engagement every single time, no matter if it's nighttime, morning time, holiday, weekend, doesn't matter when you run it. But when you have the SociSnap, software implemented with your posts, you get more engagement, more views, because of how it stands out. So yeah, I'm a believer. I'm a user of it, right? I'm a customer. I recommend you to jump into it as well, because this gives you that competitive edge against the noise. It's all the same. We talked about that in this training, right? You don't want to go ahead and be bland and boring and be, like Victor said this, right? Most sales pages are these long, bland, boring pages, right? And yada, yada, yada. You want to be different, right? So I know Victor's about that. I'm about that, right? Our personalities, complement, and we have fun with that. But we recommend and encourage you to do the same, right? Be different in your marketing, stand out, and use these omni-channel approaches that you learned, and more importantly, the SociSnap software that you just witnessed. So you can go ahead and get similar results, or if not similar results, just get results. Because a lot of people, it's ridiculous. It's like 99.9% of businesses go out of business within 5 years. Why? Because you're not getting enough results. Some of them aren't getting any results, and it's so sad. So for a pandemic, we've had some of our biggest months in a pandemic, right? So you can't use a pandemic as an excuse, and that's throwing stones at people, because I had friends that have lost restaurants and they were physically shut out of business, right? So, and by all means, stuff happens, and I'm not here to,
Right.
judge any thing that happened. But the point is you can adapt, and there are ways to go ahead and make money even in a pandemic. And that's the point, right? Is with SociSnap, with AFC 2.0, with mentors, you can thrive. It happened with my mentor back in 2008 when, the housing crisis collapsed and his business thrived. Even before that was when I was working in the company. Remember, I grew up poor, and then I had this mentor, and I was working in this direct mail company. I showed you how I was folding envelopes. But if you want to backtrack 10 years prior before that, or even more than that, my mentor lost it all prior due to the commercial lending companies, drying up. So the cool part is no matter where you're at, if you're bankruptcy, having vehicles repossessed, if you're having success and you're a doctor with, no money issues, if you're a celebrity and, have millions of followers, no matter where you're at in that whole equation, these softwares can help you, right? This training, mentoring can help you. So I recommend anyone and everyone to jump on in and join the family. And we really do look forward to working with you.
Excellent. Excellent. Well, thank you. Thank you for coming out today. I really, really am looking forward to every single one of our members jumping on your program and seeing us live for this epic 2-day event. Like, I am so excited to be there. And thank you for inviting me. I really, really am excited. And I'll bring some surprise guests as well. All right.
Thank you, Victor.
Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.